One of the most pressing interests or concerns, depending on where you're standing opinion-wise, with Assassin's Creed is, will it continue along its RPG route? Well, chatting in an interview with GamesIndustry.biz, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot may have given us the answer that we wanted. Well, maybe not wanted, but the answer that I guess we needed. I don't know. This is a poor choice of words. Allow me to rephrase. Yves Guillemot has given us an answer of sorts. How we take it is completely up to us as individuals. I'll leave a link to the full article in the description if you want to go ahead and read it for yourself, as I'm not going to read the entire thing in the video, as some of it is frankly not relevant. After highlighting that Ubisoft is now synonymous with open worlds, that much is true. Ubisoft do love their vast open spaces that you can explore and find a grand total of absolutely nothing. Not here to knock it, Ubisoft are now known for their open world games. When asked if Ubisoft would ever return to more focused outings like Assassin's Creed Unity, Yves Guillemot opened his response by simply saying no, and then went on to say, our goal is to make sure you can have a Unity within an Odyssey. What does that even mean? If you want to have a story of 15 hours, you can have it, but you can also have other stories. You live in that world and you pursue what you want to pursue. You have an experience, many Unity-like experiences. What I think they're trying to say is that they want to make the games as open as possible so people of all kinds of interests can enjoy them. I'm not sure his "you can have a Unity within an Odyssey" comment really holds any water, nor does that if you want to complete the game in 15 hours you can when it's a level grind fest, so we all know that you can't. New Game Plus is another story. I'm not sure if he's on about having missions like Unity inside of a game like Odyssey, because we all know that those aren't present. The mission structure in Unity is vastly different to Odyssey's, and even Ubisoft aren't mental enough to not notice that. But throw everything that I've said thus far out of the window, because I believe that he's on about future projects. When he says you can have a Unity inside of an Odyssey, I don't think he's on about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I think it means that in future the games will be more tailored to suit player preference, more so than Odyssey might have been, because we all know that grinding is not for everyone, least of all me. But I think the main takeaway from all of this is the Odyssey style of game is what they want to go for from here on out, which is very open sort of games, probably along the RPG route, because let's be honest, Ubisoft, and I think that's the main thing that he's trying to get across, is that the RPG Odyssey style of game is not going away anytime soon. But I still can't fully get my head around that vague statement of you can have a Unity inside of an Odyssey. I think it's just some form of fan-calming statement for those players who played the older Assassin's Creed games and are maybe not too keen on the newer formulas, that's me included, to keep us buying the next game. And not necessarily just in Assassin's Creed either, but across the board in Ubisoft games in general. Whatever that vague statement actually means, I doubt it's anything in particular. It could just be wordplay to make it seem like it is taking into account what old fans want. When I say that, I don't mean all old fans, but I mean a lot of old fans who don't necessarily like the RPG route because A, B, C, all the way through to Z reasons. But I'm getting carried away from the point, the reason why you clicked on this video anyway, so I'll get back to that. It does seem as if Assassin's Creed will remain an open world RPG. Obviously it was going to remain open world, it's always been open world anyway. It also appears as if live services will still be a part of Ubisoft's future plans, but that's to be expected in the current gaming climate. Or at least that's what Ubisoft's plan is until they see any actual reason to change it. Now obviously I could be misinterpreting this entire thing, but I somehow do not think that I am. And since the next game is likely helmed by Ashraf Ismail and his sound crew, I'm not necessarily concerned. However, I wouldn't consider myself to be a fan of this full RPG route at all. But as for whatever this "if you want to, you can have a focused experience inside of an unfocused one" statement means, my best guess is Yves is talking off the top of his head and it means nothing. But at least we know that for whatever reason Ubisoft seems to prefer this Odyssey model. So I guess that indirectly answers the question, will Assassin's Creed remain an RPG? With yes. The only thing that isn't answered is for how long. So I guess that concludes today's video. I don't want to detain you for any longer, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe if you want to. Maybe share the channel with your friends, I'd really appreciate that. And I guess I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.